Hi, everyone. My name is Caleb Brown. This is my senior capstone proposal presentation. The project name is creating a Roblox game with AI scripting. So a little bit about me is, of course, my name is Caleb. I am a four-year undergraduate here at West Oahu, and I graduated from Windward Community College with my associate's degree, and I came from Castle High School. At the moment, I am just a general creative media major dealing with all sorts of content creation, whether it's film, audio, image, game design, anything. So we're going to go over basically everything that I'm supposed to, which is what the plan is, what the objective of this was, my thesis statement, and addressing all the significances of the project. So this is my thesis statement. It comes from my paper, which the study that I did was examining the potential use of AI-driven tools such as the Roblox in-game AI, which is Assistant, and also ChatGPT. It is for basically empowering a developer that has little knowledge, so novice developers in this gaming scene in game design and development. The objective, the underlining objective is to understand how AI, such as chatbots like LLMs, which are large language models, how they can help develop games and how basically it's a tool to be used not just for um, data collection and summarizing and everything that LLMs are used for, but how it can actually help outside of that. So the plan basically is to make a fully functional robots game with the aid of these LLMs. And two of the plans are either a social hub game or a story-driven game. So now we go into the significance. So one of the significances that I found was that, of course, LLMs, also known as AI, are an evolving technology in this world. They can help with tasks like text prediction, translation, summarization, and content revision, like I said earlier. Some of these implementations into this are that companies are actually already using generative AI, such as Ubisoft Ghostwriter, to create dialogue for their games and their NPCs. Of course, data collection on the games to gain input on feedback from players, revisions of the code and the scripting processes that these developers go through, and also translations from one code to the next if they were using Unity and they wanted to go into a different game engine. Another significance is that there is a learning curve when people are designing games. So AI can be used for helping those who are neurotypical in a sense with AI creative decisions, helping give them ideas. This also lessens the workload for novice developers, which a lot of these novice developers are also indie developers, so they also get that like needed help. So this data wasn't in my paper, but it is displaying some data of a social hub game. As I described, creation of a social hub game is the goal, is the plan. And I wanted to share that social hub games are very popular among the Roblox community, with this being only a week this past week of players with 800,000 new visits and around 8,000, 7,000 to 8,000 daily players. Of course, the target audience, as I've described throughout this presentation, is novice game developers, but also Lua programmers, since Lua is the game or is the programming language that Roblox uses in their studio. The intellectual significance. Okay, so the intellectual significance for members of the discipline or community is, of course, it's going towards people who are trying to learn game design, game development, and I'm trying to incorporate AI into how help using AI can actually help people gain a significant understanding of how game design and how developing a game works with the whole scripting of the game. So the preparation process, all of this is going to be handled with me firstly creating a game document so that I can create an idea and a vision of the game. The pictures that I have are so the pre-picture is actually a game design document that I'm working on for a game that I am going to make with a friend, but it's also one of the ones that I am submitting in for one of my classes. The production phase is some coding script that I was able to get an example of how ChatGPT can give a simple script that I can work off of or other people can work off of for their scripting process. And of course, the post is to basically finish the game, get it published, see if I can get at least 300 people. The picture right there is from Mic Up, which is one of the popular social hub games. Uh, Yesterday it only had 3,000, but it is on a daily basis around 7,000 players. Okay, the deliverable. I use the deliverable as examples. So of course, these are some of the examples that I seek. Mic Up, Corner, Neighbors, these are all social hub games on Roblox that have performed very well on the site with gathering, like I said, the in the data that was like the average amount of people, 7,000 people per game. Uh, I put an original idea down that I made previously before. It's called a social place, which I just jotted down some of the things that it has, which is originality, a simplistic design. It has some mini games and some hidden secrets. The social hub game that I made previously was only able to get around 3 to maybe 4 people per game, but it only lasted for like 2 days. Um, so I wanted to try and elevate that with learning more about game design and game development and how I can further this idea. This deliverable is actually something that I found recently. So there is a game that I found called Kingdomscape. It is a game that had AI be used to help create it. Actually, the developer went to Reddit to showcase the game. I found the game through Reddit, and this is the points that he made with how he made the game and how AI helped him. The game generated ideas for the cards. This is a card game, after all. Designed the backgrounds, the images, the elements. It also revised a lot of the descriptions for his game and also a lot of the tests that he has in the Steam store.